making no apologies. That's it, umhlaba mawuhlulwe, so that our people can have access to the land.
Life is difficult, but you must soldier on. Don't give up. If you are a coward, you don't belong here.
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Simple Politics. Happy Sunday everybody. Today I want to quickly do an episode of In Case You Missed It. A few things that I think you might have missed during the week, or maybe things that happened this weekend, right? So one thing that I want to start and talk about, I want to talk about the NFP. The NFP has pulled out of the government of unity in KZN, which is very, very interesting because now it sparks up a question that says, is the MK going to come into power, right? It also sparks now a question of to find, will the EFF give its 2 seats to the MK, or will the EFF give its 2 seats to the ANC and fill in the shoes of the NFP and govern with them? I mean, I don't know, I'm just asking, right? These are just scenarios. I want us to get right into that. And also read, because the NFP is saying that they've lost confidence in the premier, which is Utamintulu from the IFP. That's why they are withdrawing. But also because I mean, they only have 1 seat. It could be that they've struck a deal with the MK anyway, for them to withdraw, because they knew if they withdraw, then they are going to destabilize the the coalition, right? I want us to get into that. Before we get into that, I also want to say shout out to the EFF in the Western Cape. There was a case that, I don't know if you guys remember this, there was a case of a girl who worked at a Shell garage, and then she bought a car. Then the boss asked to go to where did she get the money, and then the boss started snooping into her finances, and she accused the boss of snooping into her finances. Then it started trending on social media, and she was released from work. She was fired. And then when she was fired, of course, she couldn't pay for the car. And then the EFF in the Western Cape, tried to fight for her. And it was just back and forth. And then eventually they threatened, since they were seeing that it wasn't going anywhere, they threatened to boycott, to march. Oh, Shell, they threatened to march there. I don't know exactly what was the program, but then after the threats and all that, the boss paid the girl the money, settled the loan for the car, and paid her a salary for the 3 months. So shout out to the EFF in the Western Cape. That's definitely a worth to mention victory. And then another thing that I wanted to touch on, I want to touch on Nobuhle as well. I know I've spoken about her quite a lot, Nobuhle, the deputy president of Umaibuye. However, she is doing some behavior though that I don't like. Because now, remember I said she was, Floyd removed her as the deputy president. Now she started posting MK. All the things she was doing at MK, the people she was with in MK, and I just feel like she's moving a little bit funny. It also goes to the thing, Guti, how do we trust politicians? I mean, just yesterday she told us that MK was not a good vehicle, wara, they are starting a consultative process, MK is a family business. Now, she's posting her things in MK. How dumb can we be? Honestly, it just shows also that, the things that they always preach, we are for the people. It's not true. Because also the main reason why she's fighting with Floyd today is because of money. So it just shows, it's everyone for themselves. All right, fine. Let's get to the NFP. NFP released a statement which I want us to read, right? So let's get right into that. It says that the NFP withdraws confidence in the premier and calls for a new political direction in KwaZulu-Natal. Number 1, the National Freedom Party wishes to address growing concerns regarding the state of governance under the current government of provincial unity in KwaZulu-Natal. Number 2, when the GPU was established, its founding principles were rooted in clean and transparent governance, effective service delivery, and the creation of an environment of conducive to investment. At its height, the GPU envisioned an integrated approach to service delivery, placing municipalities at the center as the first point of contact with our people. Number 3, regrettably, what we have witnessed since the formation of the GPU stands in sharp contrast to these ideas. At both the political and the governance level, there have been no meaningful review meetings to assess the performance of our deployees across political parties. Instead, we have observed an erosion of public trust marketed by financial mismanagement and wasteful expenditure, including unnecessary international trips by the Premier. And then it says number 6, the NFP notes the ongoing political discussions amongst parties in KwaZulu-Natal and the overwhelming support. Actually, before I read this, I think I might have skipped number 5. Let me see. It's not clear here, this letter. Let me just see quickly. Oh, it only goes up to number 3. Okay, fine. Way forward, the NFP notes the ongoing political discussions amongst parties in KwaZulu-Natal and the overwhelming support the electorate expressed for the MK party. So it's clear that the NFP is supporting MK. In the recent provincial elections, we believe it may be prudent to allow the MK to take the leading role in any future provincial governance formation. Number 7, the NFP remains committed to supporting any political arrangement that places service delivery, good governance, transparency, and the creation of an enabling environment for investment at the forefront. So this is quite interesting, guys, and I'm going to tell you what makes it interesting. What makes it interesting is if the NFP joins the MK, they are only going to have 38 seats. Then they are going to need 2 seats from the EFF, right? They're going to need 2, which is going to make it 40, 38, 40. Then they're going to need 1 seat, which is going to make them 41. I'm not sure where they're going to get that seat. Or maybe they'll get it from, I don't know. But the IFP is saying that they don't have confidence in Tamintol, the IFP. The MK also did a motion of no confidence, by the way, against Tamintol. I think them doing a motion of no confidence was just a way for them to try and claim KZN back, because they filed a motion of no confidence. And Tamintol, he did reply and said, well, he's not worried about that yet. Another thing that I wanted that was interesting was, I wonder if the EFF, it's a given that they are automatically going to go with the MK, or what would happen if they would give their seats to the, if the EFF would take their 2 seats and give it to the ANC for the government to continue. The tantrums that people would throw, the tantrums that you guys would throw, it would be crazy. Ningaphambana nibebomvu. EFF ithi okay, also thatha 2 seats zeKZN sizinike ANC baqhubekeke with the governance. The way you guys would be so crazy, like ningaphambana. Pofu, you guys are the ones that are always saying the EFF is selling out. So I'm just curious, what would happen to you? So another thing that I said I wanted to touch on was the Nolbabalo part. So she's been tweeting here, and honestly, I'm just like, I wish she should just keep quiet. She's tweeting, the MK party embodies leadership that listens, protects, and acts with clarity. Its unity is not staged, it's lived. Leaders speak boldly to them, for themselves and for the people. That's the kind of political maturity I wish to see in Africa Mabuye movement. Then she tweeted and said, the MK party is built on loyalty, wisdom, unity in action. its leaders don't abandon one another. They rise together, defend the truth, and lead with conviction. This is the kind of leadership I wish for my Africa Mabuya movement, one that can speak for itself and with integrity. Then she also posted and said, MK represents loyalty, courage, and integrity. Leaders who protect one another, speak the truth without fear, understand the real meaning for political discipline. I'm a product of that spirit, the spirit of Ukwaza, where no leader stands alone when one is wounded. That is true leadership. I said, oh no, not Babalo is hurt. She's so hurt. Then she says, I will never bring my branch or my people to a movement built on lies and political opportunism. Home, my work is remembered and appreciated. I kept my people safe while others deceived and underestimated my intelligence. So apparently she didn't go to Mabuya with her branch. I wish that she just kept quiet, yes? I wish she just kept quiet, because I feel like when I walk, she is spiraling, Shem. She is all over the place. She's sharing his in those guys, the MK. I don't know. I don't know. There was also an article, guys. I don't know if you saw it. I think this is my closing now, where it says that there was an article that says, City Press actually, it says Mbalula's shady trip to Libya on Mazoti. So Fikile Mbalula released a statement regarding that article. He said, attention news editors, the City Press article carrying a sensational headline that says Mbalula's shady trip to Libya on Mazoti's jet is nothing short of a sensational and a fishing expedition that seeks to create an impression of scandal where none exists. The article showed the patchwork of citing ministerial rules, financial affairs of the ANC. AU conference is a clear demonstration of the level of desperation to drag my name in the mud. My trip to Libya was above board and there was nothing shady about it. As a Secretary General, I get invited to many countries in the continent and beyond for a variety of reasons. Many of these trips take place away from public glare. I find it rather curious that City Press expects this trip to be any different. In a desperate attempt to invent controversy, they elevate the ownership of the jet as a proverbial smoking gun because they have no evidence of the wrongdoing they allege. For too long, I have been abused by those who seek to tarnish my name and subjected to public lynching through the court of public opinion without a shred of evidence. If reputational damage through innuendo and rumor mongering is allowed to become the order of the day, we would be allowing our country to slide down a dangerous path where the rights of citizens are at the mercy of those who seek to sell newspapers through salacious headlines. It is for this reason that I am instructing my lawyers to investigate a case of defamation against City Press. I therefore reject the insinuations of City Press article with the contempt it deserves. Malula kadlali these days. He's sending lawyers left, right, and center, but I do want them to sue the newspapers. So if someone has lawyers to sue them, they must sue them. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think. I think that those are the things that I wanted to share. First thing is this GPU. What will happen? Will the MK finally get to govern KZN? If they do you think EFF is obviously going to be part of that? Or should the EFF stay away from the MK? Do you think the EFF should rather just stay away from the MK and let them, if they are collapse on their own? Because if we part of them and they are collapsing, we will be included in their collapse. And we already see how they do things. I don't necessarily think we want to be part of their mess. Do you think the EFF should be part of the MK mess? That's interesting. And then secondly, do you think what do you think is gonna happen with Nobuhle? What do you think she should do? Should she just keep quiet? Should she actually just stay home and keep quiet, Nobuhle? Because I think she's just all over the place right now. And then Malula, of course, suing City Press, good. It's good that he's suing him. Back and I go to Palin koi. Well, let me know what you think, guys. If you don't know who I am, my name is Fikile Mbalula. This is Simple Politics. Thank you so much for tuning in on this short episode. As we are closing off the week, we shall see what next week has for us. I'll see you guys on the next one. Aluta continue. Please subscribe to this channel. Let's take this channel to 40k subscribers. It's very simple. We can do it. Support the channel. Buy the host coffee. I'll see you guys on the next one. Aluta continua. Until the next time.